on to one way where we go. I believe this is it. One way, and that's west. Right now, we slept in a village, and now we're trying to see if we can grab one more bed. I think we may or may not have already stormed the castles. Yeah, I think we've pretty much done what we're going to do here. Alright, so the usual, and we are going the right way. This is done on a phone. You might hear clawing and scratching noises when I am trying to move, and this thing keeps starting. I'm going to let it sit for a moment. Video tends to go corrupt if it stutters too much. Anyway, yeah, it seems to be okay now. Might hear clawing and scratching noises because in order to do certain maneuvers, also muffling of audio. In order to do certain maneuvers, you have to hold the phone a certain way that might block the microphones partially or fully. Otherwise, I try to hold it wide so the auditory experience is as good as I can get it. And that comes at a loss of control. Typically, I might wind up steering myself directly into a building, a tree, pit of death. And that's that. So in the next episode, we are clear to hit 4 million. It is Saturday. It is laundry day. I'm also working. It's also a day that's, for the most part, likely to be rained out, as they're calling for it to rain pretty much the whole day. Just before it was time to go out for my first break, I stuck my head out, and it was gloomy, but it was dry. And then, of course, as soon as it was time for break, it started to rain. So we're going to get some kind of head start on this, whether it's 15 minutes, half hour, 45, or a full hour, depending. Because on Saturdays, the break schedule is my 2 breaks and then lunch, which is different than the normal weekday. So, with that being said, it's either going to actually, in this case, be... Well, actually, it still could be 45 minutes because maybe the second break it'll stop. It'll rain again at lunch. Or maybe it could be 30 minutes or an hour, roughly. I say roughly because we try not to exploit the 15-minute breaks, but would definitely take less than a half hour for lunch because lunch is unpaid. And that, you gotta be sure that I'm there on the nose, otherwise I lose money. Alright, now, that being said, it's time for the boring parts, and that's my small brain not being able to talk and play at the same time, usually. Because what is there but mountains and a dolphin floating around swimming around the boat? Nothing really exciting. Except we're setting ourselves for the next episode to hit 4 million. Yeah, we're going around that. That's just ridiculously much. And if we wind up getting blocked off, at least this side is very short. Yeah, we're getting blocked off. Or are we? This might have been a very smart move. Look at that. Didn't that just work out? Only for it to continue. This looks ugly no matter what. Yeah, we ain't got a choice here. So the best thing to do is go over here where it's this angle is not that steep. Yeah, I don't like climbing, these quote-unquote staircases east and west. Okay, we can move. All right, I see what we did wrong here. There we go. Yeah, no points there. All right, we're getting close to a point here that there we go, a little bit of a climb there, and no way. Nope, break. Yeah, now we get to not move. Nope, we don't want to be on the trees because if it's a mountain, there's a drop. Yeah, we can move. We can move the player. There's no reason. Well, actually, okay, there is. Break the block. Me being dumb there. All right. All right, that was a pretty tough area to run, and we did a pretty decent job of it. Okay, move the player. Now we don't have too much of a choice but to go slow, because bamboo. Okay, it's turning into a mountain. Let's go the other way. Go. Panda and pit of death. Pit of death. Move this way. Move this way. Jump. Should have been obvious. Yeah, the one direction I'm facing where jump should have happened, it doesn't. Which just shows you it only jumps in directions I don't want it to. Move the player. All right, we'll eat the food. Concept. Try again. There we go. We jump now. All right, little Dave Grohl here to get around everything. Now we can move. Okay, there's got to be a point where moving the player can happen. This is getting very old. How about move the player? Alright, I won't be able to continue too much longer. But at least now we can finally move again. Better than the roof forest. Those are a pain. Oh, boy. And through the uprights. Alrighty, so at this point, we're going to have to call it good. We'll be back whenever. Kind of in the same boat. Pun intended. It's ever so slightly raining. And that's what sucks when you have the exercise-induced pneumonia thing. Where if you exercise in the rain, your lungs hurt like hell. Funny thing is, I can, unless I'm going extra hard in the snow, no problem. I mean, I'd have problems shoveling the driveway out if that was an issue. But, no, in the rain. Even I had my bowling set, and I was just doing that in the rain. It was enough. But at least it wasn't hurting really bad, but it was hurting a little bit. So I really can't do much in the way of exercise in the rain, unless I have exercised a while and I'm warmed up a lot. However, still I have to slow down to practically a near crawl where it looks ridiculous, but it keeps it away. Oh, we can circumvent this one by just... well, I spoke too soon. Thought we were going to get away with it. I'm sure we passed a bunch. It's going to ultimately end. Yeah, I see the forest over... Whoops. Yeah, I can't point and boat at the same time. But over there on the left... And since we were close, I didn't bother to fix my view of the world, and we can go now. Ooh. Actually kept. Alrighty, since I don't know if there's an opening there, I'm just swimming it. As I always say, the current swim mechanics kind of suck now, because just can't hit the forward button like I'm doing now, although I had to do a running start and then tread water before I could make it work. Swamp. That's doable. Usually. I always have to poorly jump things. Every once in a while, I have enough forward momentum that I can actually get myself out of the water facing east or west. It's very rare, but I have done it, and it's been done multiple times, quite a few times. Nope. Take a slight detour to get away from this mountain. And before we jump up, let's fill in those drumsticks there. And we can... Why did we just throw the food? We lost a stack of food because I decided to throw it. I wanted to eat the food. I did not throw the food. What stinks is because of the precision, if it decides to hit the edge of the block, which it did, fall through it goes. And now I lost half of my stuff. But all I need to do is if I can find a villager and a trader, we can make up for it. You know, one of the farmers. Make up for the loss. I mean, we don't technically need a second stack of bread, but when we get into those dry spells where villages, kind of disappear, it's good to know that there's a food source. That's heading in the wrong direction. Also, looks like the sky's changing color, so it's time to bail and bed. There's the bail part. There's the bed part. Oh, of course, underneath. Now we could use a village so we can restore that. I think I've already mentioned that. Okay, yep, we can go. We can move the player now. Why did we do nothing? I'm pushing buttons and literally zero happened. Then the game did the Android stutter thing. And I know it's an Android thing because every phone I had, two were from LG, did the exact same thing. Or somehow the frame rate would stutter. It looked like when you're turning left and right that you had a bad case of the shakes. Something weird about the Android version. Because on Windows 10, it doesn't happen. And the funny thing is, after 4,100,000, yeah, someone posted the exact number, and again, because we're not really close enough, I don't have it memorized. It's 4,192,305. Because remember, in negative numbers, the negative direction starts with 1, positive starts with 0. So if it's 4,192,304, it's 4,192,305 this way. Because like I said, positive numbers start with 0, negative starts with 1. Yeah, someone was kind enough to post what it was. You can always refer back to it, especially when we're getting close. Like 4,150,000, somewhere in there, then really got to start paying attention, because I do want to know the exact point. Probably be in the ocean. That's the way this world usually works. Like woodland mansions and the pillager outposts, especially with the precision errors at this point, that looked like one. This is why I'm saying we generally don't do shipwrecks unless they're in the wide open and easy to get around. So we're in the fun ocean. The thing is, the fun ocean makes it go faster. And I'm sure the ultimate thing is when we fail the objective, so there's going to be a point that if we get far enough, I have to purge the world, it's do or die. Because at that point, if we die, that's it. We're back to the very beginning and the game is over. That is, by the time we get to that point and the game is allowed to do more than 1 gig file without screwing up. That might have been fixed a while ago, but I do remember one of the Minecraft mobile worlds. It was called Mobile Failure. It was my inability to play the game. The phone at the time, couldn't play it anymore because once it hit a gig in size or just a hair under, the game would crap out. It would start just corrupting the world. It was a known thing to happen when you're getting close to or over a gig in file size. I don't know if that happens anymore. We got pretty close to a gig once on here, and everything seemed to be working okay, but it's probably because it's newly generated. I don't know. But that world, it just crapped out the other one. However, it's not like Java Edition. If the chunks of your world corrupt, that for the most part, the game will prevent you from going into the corrupt area and falling to your death, whereas here in Bedrock, you're free to fall and die. Alright, we're just going to move a little more just to say we've covered a little more distance. Stay somewhat close to the shore because the level is better. And I'm sure my lunch is going to be rained out, which will be the last thing. Alright, we'll put the boat in the water. We are a bit close to said boat. But yeah, we're pretty much done for this break. Either washer dryer phase or lunch. I'm hazarding to guess lunch, but we won't know till it's time. Hiss, washer dryer phase. No hiss, lunch. See you whichever it is. We're back. So, the first break, just enough to say, no, you're not going. Second break, just enough to say you're not going. This one, it's raining. It's not very heavy, but it's definitely telling you you're not going. Sucks to get lung ache big time exercising in the rain. Like I said, in the snow, I can get away with it. Although if I push hard enough, then it becomes a small issue. I guess probably because of the lesser humidity or relative humidity. It's my only guess. Yeah, somehow I did not take a performance penalty after that second jump of complete and utter nonsense. Ah! Whoa. That could have been bad. And then that happens. Funny how the world works. You know, I think it's time to put down this, see if we can sleep. Okay, good. So this is the lunchtime. Go about 25, 26, 27 minutes or so, because like I said, if we're late, we lose money. and losing money is bad. Money good. Wish I made a lot more of it. It's not going to go because too much to ask. Okay, yeah, this is definitely an area that, well, yeah, going slow is a better thing. Still did a Dave Grohl. All right. Yeah, we'll eat one. I believe the stupid thing thought I was throwing food away, and of course it had to latch onto a corner of the world, which meant with the precision error out this far, it's enough that items like that will fall through. When we get to the over 4,192,000 mark, I think it was. Like I said, when we're getting really close, I really pay attention to the exact number. Anyway, when we get to that number, anything thrown that you don't catch, or like when I break the boat, and I have to catch it. If I don't, it's going to fall through. And then the nightmare over the 8,300,000 some point, where can't even walk on the ground anymore, because literally the corners of the blocks are the only stable thing. So anything less than a block in size, including the player, will fall right through. Now I think the wiki says except for the player, but then it says that the player can fall through. So I believe it is that, yeah, you'll be safe, but as soon as you sleep, board a horse, or sleep in a bed, that is bad news, because then you no longer will spawn in an area. Nice job. Now I'm starting to hear the rain, so it's getting a little harder. You know what? I see, yeah, we're placing the boat. I see it's kind of going the wrong way, but I also see it backing more towards the equator, so we'll take it. Find out it was just a little finger of water that just goes a little further, but not in the direction that will help us. I was going to say, wow, I called that one, but well, there it is. It's heading in the direction it gets us closer to the equator. And the reason why I choose that get back to the equator when we fan out, yeah, it kind of lengthens the travel distance if we are trying to go in a straight line. But the thing is, if we go out, straighten out, then go out and straighten out, and ultimately we might wind up going far enough in the other direction, north or south, that we get noticeable precision errors there, and that'll really make things too hard. Now the precision errors going like 256 blocks out in either direction, that's where I try to avoid that from happening. But, I mean, it's not life or death, but it does actually have a slight effect on how much harder it is to move east and west. It's very slight, but it's enough. Alright. Fun ends here. I can see that. That's alright. You see when I break the boat, when we pass the 4 million and change point, we have to catch it. We cannot let it hit the ground. It is forever gone if it were to touch the ground. Because as I said, it's going to fall through the world. And can I just boat this or... Okay, I guess we can. Oh, we actually put the boat out far, which kind of sort of impedes. Okay, we're facing up a little too much. There we go. Taking a slight gamble that straight is straight here. That's why I like to look at the bottom of the boat, see if my view lines up with the bottom. Okay, it was a hair to the left. It's enough that it does make a difference when I'm trying to align myself. We could use a village now, for more than one reason. The beds are getting a bit low, and the stupid game thinking I was throwing away food, and caused me to lose a stack of bread. Because when the villages get very thin, few and far between, I think on a couple of occasions we have actually relied on that second stack. And when we get to that case, then we're more like when the beds are getting a bit on the low count, low side of the count there, then we stay more on land to kill white sheep. And because that's the most plentiful color when it comes to sheep, and that's what we go for. If we had room, could probably go with other colors as well, but that, yeah, see now it's going the wrong way and there's a mountain, but yeah, it's a somewhat doable climb. Up. There we go. Up. Okay, that's not too bad. Up some more. And also, try to do most of the climbing in north-south. That way we don't jump, up one, jump, like over there. Okay. Yep. I don't think we'll be able to actually progress at the 4 million point. And I heard a pop, meaning I collected something I didn't need. It's a pop thing there. Yep, we collected that, and we collected that, and throw it down. Thank you. That jump failed. Okay, we're getting close to the top again. Okay, this is turning bad, so this way. Good, right in this middle. I can't suck. Of course, those that know me know I can't. So what's new there? All right, we need to see what's going on. But first, pressing the button. Yeah, we definitely need a village. All right, about halfway through this particular run. Now, can we just make a move? And can we gently go down the hill? Is there a gentle way down? I just want to be moving the player. Okay, why did we jump? See, there it wants to jump. But when I was trying to jump in the previous segment, it wouldn't do it. Its selective process is really bad. See, it's selecting a block I don't care to jump from. And we are Dave Grohling a bit. We're at 2.5, so there. However, we see that we can move the player. All right, we can boat again. We seriously need villages. Alright, so we're at the 3,960 kilometer mark, so that sets us up really well for the next episode to hit 4 million. I mean, there's got to be a lot, and I mean a lot of practically unrestricted ice to boat across in order for us to actually hit in this episode. Because there's no more breaks after this. And so next time is washer dryer phase, which maybe we can get around 30,000 blocks if things go well. And I've said before, but not frequent enough to not repeat it, is I wonder if the mountains disappearing before 2 million was a positive number, positive integer. Because here we are, and they supposedly never patched that bug, because who's supposed to be out this far? But they apparently never patched the bug, yet I have never seen a single mountain replaced with a giant void filled with lava and maybe a monolith here and there. It's a normal generation. Their wiki says they're not going to bother, but I think they must have. Or, like I said, it could be a positive integer thing. Because when farlands used to exist in this game, in the negative numbers, the farlands become... all the biomes are ocean. And you'll have the other biomes, like you'll have desert biomes and plains biomes and savannas. but it's all in the ocean. And the respective structures still generate, which is really weird, like seeing a desert temple in the middle of the ocean or a village in the middle of the ocean. Jungle ruined in the middle of the ocean. I mean, all the biomes are still there, except they're all underwater. And the structures, for the most part, are above it. Then, in one of the positive directions, it would be the farlands that you've seen on YouTube so many times, the Swiss cheese cliffs. Well, since the farlands have been removed, but the 32-bit precision is a thing that apparently will never be patched, or a someday thing. We're still attempting, and like I said, probably not succeeding in getting to the striped farlands. So like I said, we get to 8,300,000. We got to find the very edge. Then I'll probably pause the video and just wait for the day-night cycle to come up and sleep right at the edge or close to it. I don't want to be right at the edge, because if it puts me on the wrong side of the bed, then I fall through the world. The idea being that if we're under a gig in size at that point, we're probably good. It depends where everything falls, though. I mean, by that time, phone... Yeah, it was a little slow, but for some reason, someone thought this was a good time to call. So I paused the video recording, so hopefully I'll remember to go back, find where that happened, and cut that section out. So, I mean, yeah, there's a 20 or 30 blocks you probably lost. We didn't record, but I mean, you're not seeing anything different. I think someone probably dialed the wrong number. Well, with these dang fangled computer phones, I'll probably get a nasty virus or something. We old people. I forgot to do the old person voice there. Yeah, for some reason that didn't come out too well. Yeah, computers I can hold my own. Phones, yeah. Want to copy a file? I need the computer to be part of it. I know there's a way to copy files on Android, but I really don't know how to do it. Alright, I was going to go for that, but being there's a drowned nearby, no thank you. I gotta remember, and I think that's why the battery drains low practically every time I do washer dryer phase, is shut the phone part off. There's a reason why I don't give out this number. more points that why phones are not going to replace computers, camcorders. They got a long ways to go. Especially the cameras. I mean, yeah, they're nice, but zoom in on a video if it's not... There's no mechanical zoom, which... kind of surprised because there is a mechanical zoom on it when you want to take a photo. You go beyond twice magnification, then it, being that it's digital, then it just gets to be a blurry pixel mess. Whereas with a camcorder, and I mean a halfway decent one, you can go like 10 times and it would be a mechanical zoom and everything looks way better. Like the pin cam I use in my Watch Me Suck It Bowling videos it's got a 10x 10x capability to zoom in, 12 digital, which is why the pins look just a wee bit blurry. Because there's not enough blur to matter much. And if I use, just the 10 times zoom, then it still looks a little far away. Whereas the 12 times, which the pin plate and the pit pretty much fill the screen for the most part. That phone number could have been a scam. It could have been a legit person who thought they were calling somebody that was a friend and they weren't, off by one, that weird thing. And we're getting pretty close to calling it good tilt washer dryer phase. Plus this thing needs a recharge. And depending on how bad it's raining, depends whether or not I may do a video clip that I want to do. I gotta keep an eye on the clock because like I said, it is about time to call it good. But I want to get to a point where it'll be okay. Kind of like right around here is a good spot. And where I let the food meter go a little too low. But still 95% will fill in those hearts. That'll be it. Washer dryer phase next time around. See, the cow agrees. We're back. It's time to set ourselves up for the 4 million part next time. And we just stopped moving. My finger did drift that time. Well, okay, we can move the player. I really hate the way the swimming mechanics work. Now I gotta have 3 fingers on buttons. So here we are, washer dryer phase. This time I did work. Typically I do work weekends, Saturdays in particular. Rarely Sundays if it's a thing. Used to always say never, but I own a house now, so yeah. I own a house in Massachusetts. It's not like Detroit where you can literally buy a house for $100 so long as you fix it up. Not 100,000, $100. Of course, you could get double or triple the house for the money when it's a good house. Yeah, we're just gonna keep on swimming because I don't think this goes far. Oh, there's some of the, okay, good. Not paying attention to where I was didn't cause us to sink and die. There's the cherry blossoms. Saw a little of the 1.20 stuff. Now you're kind of seeing a little more of it. Okay, how about move the player? Studies have shown that when a player is moving, it tends to get to where they're going much faster. I took a jump there because I didn't take a chance on that tiny opening being, you know, a major. Oh, crud. Yeah, boat. Yeah, we're a little crooked there. There we go. It's important to have our view straight along the edge of the boat so we know that we're traveling in the direction we're pointing in. I'm just looking for an entry point. It doesn't seem that they're... Oh, wait a minute. You're going to be heading in the correct direction now. Again, this might have been a good thing. I may have spoke too soon. We can move. We're not going to be doing that too much longer. Nope, we don't want to place the block yet. In fact, okay, now we do. And jump. Oh, there's one of those other 1.20 thing. Oh, great. This crappy thing. I was going to say the half-baked ruin. I don't even remember what it's called. It's a half-baked thing that they came up with. Hey, we needed to put something in. Why don't we make a structure that's made out of random blocks that don't make any sense? Good idea. Okay, how about... Yep, we're pressing the forward button. probably might mean going forward. Alright, you know what we could use right now are some villages. The beds are getting low. We inadvertently lost a stack of bread because it decided to throw instead of eat. Alrighty. Yeah, so again, working, and that's the true reason why you don't hear much during these last bits of the game is I'm just too dead tired. Plus, like I've said before, it takes skill for someone of low intellect like myself to be able to talk and play the game at the same time, constantly. Alright, are we going to go around something? Yes, we are. That helps a little bit. Now we could use some villages. So we're getting to the point now that even if there's land, we gotta take the land route. Because we need to kill sheep. We're not desperate enough to kill those two that we just seen like a minute ago. We're too close to that. Too close to that ocean monument. I think we're good at this point. Yep, we're fine. Don't need the mining fatigue. I mean, for the most part, it doesn't really bother what we're doing, but sometimes in dire needs, it is a major problem. And the dolphin even told you. So a more exciting ocean. And the plankton's kind of something to sort of look at. But again, it's the second fastest way of getting around for the particular objective that we are doing. Of course, we know the fastest way around in this game is an ice road in the Nether, but completely defeats the purpose of trying to get to point A to point B as fast as possible, or as close as we can to get to point B. I've already discussed why. I forgot to shut the light off. Yeah, as I come down the basement, I turn on the lights to the stairs. Also attached to that circuit is a fluorescent fixture that usually works. The little workshop that connects to the main part of the basement Well, it decided to not turn on. And I usually take the back side of my hand, rub it against the fluorescent tubes, and then it'll turn on. But I plan on upgrading that with something more efficient and reliable. Anyway, I was wondering if that was just a weird structure or it's a portal. The last one that we found, we did intentionally skip because there was a drowned nearby, and that's just a weird looking tree. But we see another one of those. Oh, no, that's not one of those goofy things. One of those goofy random block ruins that are, I think, trail ruins, I think they're called. A complete random mashup of blocks that have no real rhyme or reason. And continuing on, now little known fact, and I know there is quite the difference between Java and Bedrock, and we're talking about the old school, and I think we finally got a village. We are going in a couple of months or so when we hit the 4,190,000. Yeah, I thank the guy that posted the number, but like I said, when it becomes a point in time that we're getting really close, that's when I make sure I know the exact number. Otherwise, I'm into 197,833,312.50. That's pretty much. See, and it's a rare moment that I had enough forward momentum that I could just simply face east and west and actually get on shore. It's rare and it's hard to do. Okay, that's a pointless building. Not a pointless building. We could use a farmer so we can okay, pointless building. This may okay, yeah, that's useful actually. And where's our bread? There it is. 58. Oh, there's one kind of stuck there. Alright, so now we have an okay amount. Okay, I did see that there was a building down there, but okay, move the player. Yeah, plus when we get past that 4 million point, we're gonna have to we're gonna probably have to change over to the quote-unquote analog stick, which it did help, you know, the east-west thing, but it was really hard to get into village buildings. Now they're just gonna get nearly impossible to go into, so it doesn't really matter. You're gonna have to bust the building open from the side to get anywhere. Any more farmers? I'm not that desperate for stuff. Okay, over here. How are we on beds now? Okay, that can go down there. Let's just make the palette a little more interesting, just because we can. And go up here, steal one more. That's not a useful building. And there we go. And again, we got one of those we don't care about. Alright, in this case, we're going to sleep off the night. Alright, now we've sort of made up for it. Can't see whether or not the sun's down yet. There we go. Nobody there can move. Oh, and a village idiot. Okay. Just another little check here. See what we got. Anyone helpful? Nope. Alright, let's run the player and get going. Slight project village, but it got us back to where we're kind of back in. Well, it was going to go that way, but what's the point when we're going to have to climb a mountain again? Might as well be where the hill is just a little less. Alright, this sword. Okay, we can climb. Alright, now we can head in the direction we were trying to go. Okay, we need to move. As I was saying, when we get to the 4,100,000, like I said, when we get closer, I can either look it up on the wiki or just go further back in the comments for the guy that left the last coordinate in the negative direction that we will be in the current state that we're in. And here's another village, which, okay, we don't need to be bouncing around, just move the player. And that's a useless building. Oh, look at that. They always put themselves on cliffs. How are we? Good. That's how we are. Alright, that can go there. This can go... Actually, that can go there, just to break it up. Just to make things look pretty. Now we're looking for smithies. Yeah, and this is the kind of village that you're not going to really see them, and we are really taking a beating. Alright, and we don't see anything here. And we're pretty much in line with the equator. Well, it doesn't matter which way, it seems it's a mountain no matter what. Yeah, it looked like on the left it might have been less, but everything's creeping up. It seems they're happening more often now instead of less. Alright, we got out of the... or so I think. Okay, how about moving the player? Alright, we can move the player. 100% better. No matter what we do. Anyway. Nice jump. Yeah, we got no choice. Okay, how about we move the player? Better answer is to move the player. Move the player. Wait a minute, see if going this way a little bit helps. Alright, this may help a little bit. Alright, we sort of almost dodged one bullet. Almost, because we're still 100 blocks up there. Okay, how about not bouncing on every corner and moving the player? come on. Okay, how about we go the direction we're pointing? Better idea. Makes 100% more sense. I am going straight. I am not turning left. Alright, that went pretty well. Yeah, that went alright. It wasn't the best, but we'll take it. Alright, so maybe here would be a nice place for a bed. How about we move in the direction of pointing? And sleep the night. So what I'm trying to say, and I keep getting distracted, is at the 4,192,000 and change mark, is we will have the same precision errors that Kurt J. Mack does in Farlands or Bust. But always keep in mind that he doesn't have running, he doesn't have the nether, which I found ultimately doesn't really help. He doesn't have fast boats. He doesn't have ice to glide at an insane speed. We're placing a boat. We're placing a boat. That was literally like 8 times I placed the boat and nothing happened. So, we will have the same level of precision error, although he's much further along, and the advantage he has that I don't is that the precision error of the map rendering is the same, but he doesn't have a hard time moving, whereas the precision errors make it harder to move every time you hit a new precision error. As you notice how when I try to run, if I use the analog stick, problem solved, but the quote-unquote D-pad is easier to get into the village buildings that are along the east-west axis, north-south facing doors. Anyway, at that point it's not going to matter anymore, because it would be literally moving every half block. Yeah, and you don't also have the threat of your stuff falling out of the world either in the Java version of the Farlands, heading over the same precision issues. Village, and he also doesn't have villages to help him. And the terrain's a lot more varied. Granted, very few biomes, but you don't have long stretches of nice flat land, and again, you don't have ice and super fast boating because you're on the ice. These boats break apart when you ever so slightly touch anything. Alright, so we don't have any... Okay, we just need one bed. Alright, we are way off target here. So, I mean, if he wants to run, well, he can't really, but if he wants to simply move, he can point in any direction he can and will, whereas in the next error, I can only step every half block, which is the same as him, but there's also, in this version of the game, a set speed limit in which you have to meet or your player cannot move. Which is why you see, in order for me to run with the analog stick instead of the D-pad, which I say I use because it's easier to get into villages with the D-pad at the moment, is that I double tap and run north and south. Damn. Oh, wow. Talk about Dave Grohling to the max. Literally, I could have just died there. I got lucky. I got stupid lucky. Now we can move the player. Okay, we're going in the wrong direction, but I don't know if I see a village up ahead or not. Yeah, I did. Oh, again. Alright, we really need to... Come on, just one more drumstick. There it is. I mean, a half drumstick. Okay, we can run. There's a smithy up there. You can turn. Like when I can turn the player and it moves. Yeah, and move the player. Oh, I think it's actually done. Oh, I lost track of time, having to deal with annoying things. Anyway, let's check stuff. We could make another golden apple, and let's check our armor. We're actually pretty good there. Before we hang it up here, let's move the player. Move the player, move the player. Of course, drop down because not what I want. Do I have any emeralds left? No, I don't. Move the player. Wait, we really don't want to move the player, do we? Yep, food time. Get closer to that. We can afford to eat one of those. Okay, let's... Okay, we need to get to the drier portion of... Okay, how about that? Alright, now we're getting pretty good with the food. So what I need to do right now is check to see if we got any more smithies, which I don't think we do. Let's move the player. Let's move the player. thing you're not very good at doing. Alright, good enough. See you at the dryer phase. We're back. We are back. Move. Alrighty. Boy, we have literally cheated death. Fell down a death hole. Yeah, why are we not moving forward? There's nothing there. Anyway, literally cheated death. We had 5% health after crashing into the ground. Talk about cheating death. So, from the sounds of things chugging away, it's dryer phase time. So that means it's the long haul. Probably more than half of the video. I did get myself into the habit of, once I start running, if it's safe, usually it is, I look at the number to make sure I'm heading the right way, because there's been several times that I didn't check and erased quite a bit of progress. Here's another roof force that we're going to try and avoid, which I don't think is going to succeed. Yeah, that's not going to be a successful avoidance. Although it seems we got a little bit of a clearance over there. Alright, the 39-70 kilometer block. Hey, depending on if we get any cooperative terrain, we might, it's a stretch, but 30-90. That's a thing that can happen, and up. It's going to be cutting it very close. Well, that's provided we're not stopped by a bunch of mountains. Also, there's less clothes in the dryer, so it's like 10-20 minutes less on it. Also depends on what's in there. If it's more lighter stuff, then it's more towards 20 less. Then again, we've had a lot of help today at work, being that it rained on every break, including lunch. So we got almost an hour's worth of extra footage. As boring as the fast ocean is, it helps with the speed. More exciting ocean, although we got a little bit of land to look at. The more it floats by, the better. As we maintain the speed, at least there's something to look at as we go. Through more. The only bad things about the waviness is it slows things down, but speed overall remains fairly decent, although it seems that's now, it keeps building, so I'm looking for a spot where I could just jump up. That's not going to work. Okay, why can we not move the player? Bump there, but that's not going to hurt anything. Oh goody, the sun's coming down. Alright, this is the closest landmass. Then we'll just head back towards the maybe we got some land showing up over here. Oh, we got something over here. Now can we get there fast enough? And we got land over there, but this is definitely close enough. That might be even push it, make it to the mainland. Alright, we might be pressing our luck a little too much. We didn't hit a corner. That means we could get our boat back. Or sleep. The boat was not at the corner of a block, so it didn't fall through the world. It was on one of the quarters. Well, and this is one of those biomes that pretty much kills any possible forward momentum that we could get. Yeah. The 3990 kilometer block might be a bit of a stretch. Alright, move. Yeah, move. Move. Okay, we can climb. There we go. Movement. I like it. Did we pick up a little extra? No, we didn't. Okay. That pop sounded like we picked up a little extra something with it, but we didn't. Okay, this way. This way. This way. Alright, this is just a little too much. Okay, how about move the player? stop moving. Yeah, we probably can't even do this when we get to the next step. Yep. We're swimming. We're swimming. We're swimming. Why are we going that direction? We're placing a boat. Looks like you got mangrove up ahead. Easy to tell because when the trees are just floating there, it's because its root system didn't quite generate in. Yep, that chance to 3990 is pretty much gone at this point. But we're still set up quite well. Okay, we need to be moving the player. Okay, we need to be moving the player. Okay, we need to be moving the player. That might mean moving the player. Very annoying that we're not moving when we're trying to press the move the player button. Anyway, the good thing about these swamps is that, unlike the roof forest, when it gets dark, the monsters still don't spawn. Except, of course, when ye old sun goes down. Why did we stop moving? I didn't lose, I didn't stop pressing move the player button. It didn't drift off this time. Yep, move. Alrighty, time for another nap. Oh boy, jungle or roof forest? What garbage do I not want to go through? Yeah, we're just going to stop over here. And we stopped for 0 reasons. Alright. The spruce. I mean the birch. The white tree trunk stuff. Move this way. Oh, yeah. Bit of a Dave Grohl there. If we can just get another half drumstick, there we go. Full force. Okay, that way's not going to work. I'm going to move. Okay. Blind faith of stupidity, or was it smart? We're not going to find out. Sometimes we find out it was not really that daring, other times colossally stupid, but luckily made it. Alright, why are we not moving the player? The player should move. player. Another blind faith of stupidity jump. That one looked like it went down a little bit. Might not have, but kind of looked like it did. Well, we had a really nice long run there. That wasn't too bad. Okay, this continues on, so we can safely just diverge and... Nope, we're pressing up now. It does help that you actually hit the button. Can't say anything that time. Or that one other time. And the sun's coming down. Lucky there had a little bit of a upcropping. timing's not the best in the world, but been in that situation numerous times. So just wait for the sucker to hit there, and we can hit that sleep. Literally hitting the hay.
More exciting ocean, although if that coral was a little higher, it'd be a little more something to look at on the way to whatever landmass comes next. But hey, it's moving things along. Floating islands, floating mountains, which are floating islands in this case. Although that one there, we're about to pass in a few seconds. The upper floaty part is actually held by a column. looks like we got a desert temple, finally. Trash or treasure? Let's find out what we're getting. Literally floating in the middle of the ocean. Of course it didn't. Okay, we need to move the player. Of course, they're making blind faith that this is an intact structure, because every once in a while it's not. Alright, so this goes away. Good. Again, those things, the templates, they tend to be useful, but not for what we're doing. And nothing there. So, before we head up, let's make 4 of these. Stupid move or not a stupid move? Let's find out. Oh, I can't break it with that. Alright, so it does the automatic upgrade for us. Okay, no, we don't want to do that. No, 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 no. Alright, actually we're good there. Not a bad run. Already the sun coming down. Boy, time sometimes flies when you're doing, treasure hunts in various ruins. Once again, we'll park on the side here. And we used every bit of diamonds. Wanted to save 2 of them for a sword, but it'll last. It'll last a little bit. Pretty much never the pickaxe, because the sword is the thing we use most often in this particular adventure. A village over there. Could use some beds, that's for sure. First do that, and then do that. Yeah, we're pretty good on red. I might have hit this. No, I didn't. Okay, in. Yep, over here. Break. Yeah, we're good with the beds now. I think we might have a smithy down there. Of course, they missed the water. Nope, I was tricked. Anyway. I wonder when we'll hit the 3980 mark. I know, in the ocean. There it is, 3980. I don't think 3990 is going to be a thing. Not this episode. Alright, this is just going to keep continuing. Worked a little bit. that we actually get to sleep out in the wide open, nice and flat. Okay, a little bit of a brook there. Nice, the pair of jumps worked. Pressing a button. Next. No. That way. One too many. Okay, slow down. More mangrove fun. Anyway, let's just get to the bottom and speed. It where we can. Yep, pressing a button. Did absolutely nothing. Pressing a button. Probably should be working. was literally pressing the swim button. Finger was dead nuts on it. Finger's also dead nuts on the move the player forward button. No reason for it to not have moved. How about away? Right, nope. There we go. We had a decent run, especially for a mangrove. We're moving the player. We're gonna move the player. I like moving the player. You know, if you're gonna vine, okay, that'll work. Oh, good, the vine. Another brush with death averted. Got stupid lucky twice. We're going to move the player. I like it when the player moves. Find that narrow path. Oh, that was too much. That was a A little bit of a Dave Grohl there that I wasn't expecting. Okay, we can move the player. Yeah. Player. Oop, we got another bed here. I was waiting for the sun to set. There we go. You're gonna see how much time's left on the dryer when we get to 398.5. Probably after the next sleep. I'm going to see where I'm going. No more. Now we don't have any way of trading. Yep, over more. There we go. Now we're just looking for smithies, if we see any. It's one of those villages where they're not likely to happen, but they can. Not in this case. There's a lava pit we could have fallen in. There's no way. No quick, easy way, which is how we're killing any chance of hitting that target. That helped a little bit, but okay, we can move. Another village. Oh, we got one too many now. Alright, smithy time. Don't see any there, don't see any there. Break. And no more. Okay, we can move. Alright, move the player. Well, that was a failure, like anything else I do. There's no way up, so... No! Why are we drifting? Stop drifting. We did not drift. Now we're getting to that point now. Perfect, just what I want to be near. Yep, move the player. Alright, right about here should do us fine. The extra bed that we didn't really need, but we had. Okay, wrong direction. village over there. We're going to move the player now. Alright, we're looking for smithies. And it looks like there's none to be found, so... You heard the cat said there's none there. Almost fell for it again, figuratively and literally. That should be fairly easy jump, being that the landing was a block lower. Player. Yeah, gotta move. Nope, I want food. nice. Okay, we need to be moving the player. Move the player. Sleep. Take a look at the dryer, see how many minutes we got left. Determine how many sleeps we got left. This way. And here comes the sun. Oh yes, let's check our dryer time. Okay, we got the bed in there. 2 more sleeps. That is it. 2 more. It's gonna be so close. But I'm sure mountains will destroy it. or very difficult to navigate terrain. One of those will kill it. Ocean is helping. Nonetheless, as I said, we're setting up for the next episode where we cross over the 4 million barrier, 4,000 kilometers. Likely it'll be over the ocean, or in a river, or in a pond. Seems that's where 90% of them wind up being. 99% of them wind up being. Maybe closer to 95. So 2 more sleeps. Let's see how close we can get to the 3990 kilometer mark. Anyway, 3987. It's a bit of a stretch, but maybe. Especially if an ice ocean appeared. I think that's something we have not seen at all in this episode, which was rare. Usually we see them at least once. Not once at all today. Less than 20 minutes to get that done. Comes land. We're locked in, but it's relatively flat land. Oh, look what's appearing. sheer cliff face. Means we can get around it. Through here. Yeah, I guess we can. Well, that's a help. Alright, looks like this way might be a little easier. Here's a good spot. Oh, I lied. Seriously. Okay, there's not a way. Move the player. Turning. You're way off target. Oh, board, move. They still have the half-light feature where monsters can still spawn in. So, move before his boom could happen. Player. Okay, gotta move the player. Here, gotta move the player. Up here. Up. How about up? I like up. Up is the correct answer. Pressing. Yeah, we can't have leaves here. One last sleep. Game over at the next sleep. Nice run. Glad you decided to run when I pressed the run button. Yeah, about move the player. Oh. Yep, move the player. Okay, I need to be moving. Okay, we need to be moving. Why are we not moving the player? Okay, we gotta move the player. Yeah, this way. Forward. I'm pushing the forward button. Might mean I want to move forward. Stupid little idea. Okay, move the player. The player needs to move. Yeah, this biome's gonna kill it. This biome is not letting the player move. Move! We got 800 blocks. Maybe we can do it. The farthest point we can see will get us to within 500. Oh, it keeps going. Pretty close, about 550. But then this came up. So that means even 600. Looks like we'll make it. Yeah, it's going too far in the wrong direction, so yep, well, here we go. Wow, this may actually happen on land, but in the worst possible way. Oh, I need to be moving the player. I need to be moving the player. I am not here to dance. I am not here to just jump. We need to be moving the player. Move the player. Simple thing. Move the player. You're incredibly stupid. Move the I did not drift. I cut a wide enough path that we shouldn't have drifted. Move forward. Move forward. Just do the simple task. Jump. Come on, move the player. Simple task. Pressing sword. Three, 4, 5, 6. Wow, this one actually happened on land. The 3990 kilometer mark. Must be pretty close to calling it a day here. And a little higher, please. Thank you. Oh, we did make it after all. That means easy trip to 4 million next time around. Barring any major catastrophic failure. We're getting pretty close to the end here. Waiting to see the bright spot in the upper center of the screen hidden by the buttons. That way we know it's just about time to call it done. Yeah, I think I see that now. Yep, I see the sun. It's time to wrap up this particular episode of One Way. Oh, I ain't gonna make it to, some of the noises the dryer makes scare me. Ain't gonna make it to 3991, but that's fine. Alright, let's just get over to where it's easy to get off the boat. Alright, here we go. Off the boat. Grab that. Grab the bed. Move the player. Let's go to the high spot here. Alright, right here. That'll work. grab a bed, and 3,991,010. That'd be one way. Georgia 551 saying, hope you enjoyed, and have a good one.